finally, the referee's instructions to the fighters.
And Floyd, this being a contest for the heavyweight championship of the world, will necessitate two major rule changes. The mandatory 8 count will be waived. You'll resume boxing immediately after a knockdown. The other man will return to this neutral corner and remain there until I signal you to come out boxing. Now, is this understood? It's very important. 3 knockdown rule will also be waived. There can be more than 3 knockdowns in any given round. I warn you now, you will be penalized for any unnecessary roughness or any infraction of the rules. Break when you're told to break. Good luck to both of you. Shake hands now. Return to your corners and await the starting bell.
Now to describe all of the action of tonight's fight, here is Les Kiter.
Thank you, Howard. Good evening again, sports fans across the land. Arthur McCanny, the referee. Johannson is in white trunks. Patterson in black. Patterson in the corner to our right. Johannson to the left. They come out and they meet in the center of the ring. Speared by a left hand is Patterson. He backed away, punch missed. Here's Patterson jabbing with the left. Starts into a crouch, takes a light left jab on the forehead. Looking for that right hand. Johannson takes a left and then ties up Patterson. In close, a short right to the body. Neither man is really hurt. They're feeling each other out. Plenty of moss flying around in the ring between the fighters. All right, Patterson backing away, takes a light left jab on the glove. Johannson shoots the left jab out again. Patterson takes it on the gloves, backing away. Patterson comes in with a left and follow-up left that's taken on the gloves by Johannson. They tie each other up. Neither man has really been hit thus far. McConaughey moving around the fighters. Patterson goes into a slight crouch and stands up. He's more straight up than last time. Shoots a left that's taken on the right cheek by Johannson, backing away. Right to left of the chin, almost dropped Johannson. And he comes back and hits Patterson, gets hit with a left by Patterson. Patterson hurt Johannson. Throws a right to the body. Johannson backs away, makes Patterson miss a left as he ducks under and ties him up. Johannson was hurt against the ropes. At least he was jolted. Now Patterson backs away and then moves in again. Goes into a crouch, stands up. We almost had a knockdown in the first minute. Johannson took one high on the cheek. Now he's tied up by Patterson. In close, goes a right and left to the body in close. The crowd all excited, and now they've had an explosion. A light left to the head by Johannson twice as Patterson ducks. Patterson misses a straight left hook. Patterson comes in with a left to the body, the right to the chin, and ties up Johannson against the rope. And it's Patterson winging, taking a right to the side of the head by Johannson as he came off the rope. We had excitement in round 1 like we did not have last year. Johannson spurring with a light left. Patterson keeps going into a crouch, then standing up, and he's got Johannson buffaloed. Johannson, light left jab, misses as Patterson misses a left. Johannson backing away clockwise. A left to the head thrown by Patterson makes Johannson duck. He looks awkward as he ties up Patterson, but he seems unmarked, even though he's been hit 2 or 3 times hard. A left to the mouth by Patterson, a left and a right by Patterson, and Johansson's knees buckle against the rope. Patterson up against the rope, throws another right to the air, and Johannson can't figure him out, misses a right, gets Patterson back up against the rope. Thus far, although Johansson's been hit plenty, he doesn't look hurt, although there's a cut under the left eye that's just developed. Here's Patterson missing a left jab. It's been all Patterson. Johannson spearing with a light left with Patterson backing away. Now Patterson in the crowd straightens up. Starts to move in on Johannson. A left jab thrown by Johannson is missed. Johannson has a definite cut under the left eye. It's a slight one, however. No damage except for that. But Patterson's been throwing the heavy blows. Now Johannson pushes him against the ropes right above our microphone. Throws a couple of light, harmless rights to the ear. Now at long range again. Johannsson meeting a new Patterson tonight. This isn't the boy who fought him a year ago. Floyd backing away now. Seems more confident. He's hit Johannsson more in 1 round than he hit him in 3 last year. Patterson going in and a crouch. Ties up Johannsson. Hits him with a left in close. Makes Johannsson almost smile. Takes a right to the body. Johannsson makes him miss and hits him on the back of the head with a right. Johannsson with his hardest punch was a right on back of the neck. And now they're tied up in an awkward clinch as they break on voluntarily. Here's Johannson with a light left jab that misses twice. Patterson ducking. Johannsson has thrown the right a couple of times. It's missed or landed high on the shoulder. So far, it's been Patterson throwing bombs. Patterson with a left to the nose. That's the bell. That's the end of round 1. Here is a word from Bufferin.
Oh, a cut under Johannsson's left eye. Johannsson's face red his left tighter.
Both men look confident now. Patterson shoots a left hook and another one that misses. Round 2 just underway. Patterson keeps going into a slight crouch and then standing up, crouching, hit 2 hard left to the chin. The second one taken on the glove. Johannsson has taken most of the leather, a right to the body by Patterson, right over our microphone. Patterson with a winging left from left field. It was taken on the glove. It said Johannsson backed away. Johannsson backs away from a left, takes the left on the nose. Patterson throwing the dynamite, throws another left, and Johannsson backs away. Patterson a right to the body, taken on the kidneys by Johannsson. Now at long range, Patterson misses a left. Johannsson just pecking away, backing away. That left has a little more sting, that jab than last year, but he hasn't thrown it much tonight. It's been Patterson, the offensive fighter so far. Here's Patterson with a left that misses Johannsson, a left and a right in close. But Patterson, for the moment, was in the old peekaboo, took it on the glove. Patterson misses a straight left. Johannson jabs at the left and misses. There at long range, Patterson throws a right to the body and a left to the head, but Johannson backpedaling away from him. Patterson, another straight left, but taken on the gloves by Johannson on that massive chest. A right left to the head by Johannson. Another one taken on the glove. A right to the chin. Hurts Patterson. He almost went down. There was the right. Now Patterson goes back on the left. Patterson blinking Johannson through that thunderbolt that hurt. Patterson is blinking, backing away into his own corner. Johannson jabs at him once, twice. Right over our Mike. Patterson ducks him and hits Johannson over the left of the body that buckled him for the moment. Patterson winked at somebody in the corner. I don't know if he was doing that because he knew him or because he was jarred and hurt. Johannson now as Patterson back into his own corner. Johannson is pacing it now, moving in. It's Johannson jabbing with the left, moving in after him, just like Joe Louis used to stalk his man. Johannson stalking Patterson now. And Patterson is not coming out like he did in the first round. Takes the right left to the head. Johannson stalking him. Back to the middle of the rope. Patterson apparently was badly hurt. He's standing up now trying to bob and weave, get away, takes the left, throws the light left, taking on the glove. Johannson with a light left. That takes the left in the nose, but Johannson was backing up this crowd, waiting for potential explosions either way now. Patterson backed into the ropes above it. Johannson, two light left jabs, another left in the nose, a right to the chin. But Patterson was backing away, took most of the effect of that punch away. Here's Johannson with that right cock. Patterson into a crouch and standing up. Takes left head, throws the left to the body. Misses a wild right swing as Johannson is hit on the eye with a right and a left to the body. And they're swinging away at close range. Patterson hits him with a right to the ear. Johannson with a light left jab. Either man could go down at any minute the way this fight's been going. Patterson misses a light left jab. This is one of the most sensational heavyweight fights in 2 rounds ever seen up to now. Here is Johannson backing away. Now at long range, Patterson crouching, standing up, takes 3 light left jabs thrown by Johannson. Johannson throwing away with it. Patterson misses the left. Johannson misses the right as Patterson ducked under the right that time. Johannson takes the left as Patterson goes into his crouch, back into his own corner again. And Patterson goes after Johannson, who backs away from his left, takes the left to the nose, thrown by Patterson. And Johansson's left eye is cut underneath the eye now. 10 seconds left in round 2. That eye is beginning to swell. Johansson's left eye underneath. Johannson missing 3 left jabs. Patterson backing away. Throws the left at the bell. And they speak momentarily. And now at the bell, here's Howard Cosell.
Okay, Les, the second round. Another exciting round. We've had 2 great rounds now, and as Sider, Les Sider told you, vastly different from the first fight. The first round cleanly Patterson, the second round close. One crushing right landed by Johannson on Patterson's nose, but at the same time, for the rest of them, Floyd has been ducking under them this time and using his left jab effectively. Patterson did wink right over our heads in this corner after that strong right by Johannson landed, and the man he winked at, strangely enough, was Jimmy Cagney. Patterson's getting used to movie actors in his corner. One of his memories from the last fight after the 3rd knockdown was lying on his stomach and seeing John Wayne. But the way we see it thus far, Patterson the first cleanly, Johannson perhaps a shade the edge in the second because of the strong right that he did land that staggered Floyd. Again, Les Sider.
Round 3, both men look confident. Here's Patterson missing a light left. Johansson's left eye swelling. A light left jab taken in the glove. And it's Patterson in round 1 now as he jolts Johannson back. Moves in and then backed away, throws the left to the body. Tied up by Johannson this time. They're both worked in close with light jolting punches to the ribs. Patterson's straight left hand, and he doesn't have that old square style. He has the left out, the classic stance. Is Patterson crouching, then standing up, then crouching, and he befuddles Johannson a bit. Throws the left to the head, and an elbow catches Johannson backing away. They're in close, tie each other up, and Marconde, the referee, asks them to break, and they do. They smile at each other at the end of round 2. Here's Patterson, light left jab, missing, ducking, taking the light left jab by Johannson, who backs toward his own corner. Johannson in white takes the right to the body, protects his jaw as the left is taken on the glove. And now it's Johannson tying up Patterson, and Marconde has to break him twice within 30 seconds. Patterson starts to go into the crouch, then straightens up, shoots a left jab taken on the forehead. Johannson ducks under him, and like a wrestler, grabs a hold of his waist, and they tie each other up. Now right over our microphone, just together, clinching much more than they did in the first fight already. Johannson with that left hand moving left to right in front of him as he moves counterclockwise for a moment, then goes clockwise into Patterson's corner. Patterson shoots a left jab twice and follows. We're waiting for the Patterson combinations. There's a left to the mouth. Patterson left the body. Patterson a left taken on the elbow. Johannson a light left jab right over our mic as Patterson backs into the rope. Johansson's trying to spur him with that light left jab. That eye closing again. Patterson's left. And a right hook is missed by Johannson, taken high on the head as Patterson ducked under him. Now it's Patterson with the left, taken on the glove by Johannson. The champion from Sweden takes a light left under the right eye. That glazed him. And now it's Johannson with a light left jab, once, twice, and then Patterson into the crouch, shoots a straight left, taken on the glove. A light left to the head by the champion. And it's the ex-champion with a straight left to the nose that made Johannson blink. Johannson shifting from clockwise to counterclockwise. 2 light left jabs, just pawing away, trying to set him up for you-know-what. Patterson with a light left jab. Patterson crouching, comes in with a left to the body and is tied up. And with the maws we mentioned are bothering the fighters. They're all over their body. They're all over the ring tonight.
Johannson sustained a splint area under his left eye and a tiny cut in round one.
Clockwise again toward his own corner. Takes left the body and right to the head. He goes to the front. He laughs.
Johannson laughing as the punches were not effective.
Patterson rocks the left into the elbow. Johannson is smiling very frequently. It may be because he's been hit and hurt. It's hard to tell. There's Johannson with a light left to the forehead twice and then misses the right as Patterson ducked under him. Patterson shifting beautifully defensively tonight. Beautiful footwork by Floyd Patterson, the boy from Rockville Center. Patterson ducks and straightens up, then ducks again. Johannson with a left, taking a left in the nose, thrown by Floyd Patterson. And the ex-champion fires a straight left to the chest. Another left misses by Patterson. It's for Patterson around one again. Johannson misses a short right and a short left. As Patterson ducks, weaves, and bobs and weaves away, comes in with a light left to the body. Backing Johannson up. Oh, the fans thought it was a bit low. Johannson hit with a right left to the chin. And he ties up Patterson as he was really flipped. A right and a left, a combination by Floyd Patterson. Patterson crouching, straightening up, bobbing and weaving. Johannson doesn't know how to figure him out for a moment. He has a bewildered look at his face, takes the left to the chest. And that is the end of round 3. Now, Patterson's figured that right hand out, except for once in the second round. He ducks under it. Here's a left jab and a left to the eye, thrown by Johannson, the best left jab he's thrown. Patterson misses the left, takes a light left to the ear. Johannson, the champion from Göteborg, Sweden, backing away, then moving in. As Patterson bobs and weaves, mostly from a stand-up style. Patterson with the left, jolts once, feints once, and then throws it, taken on the chest by the champion. Patterson with a light left to the cheek, and another left to the mouth, taken by the champion. And a left misses. One thing, Johannson has shown he can take a punch up to now. No question about it. Here's left thrown by Patterson, missing. Johannson moving clockwise again, backs away from 2 wild lefts, and then ties up Patterson. He tries to hit him with an uppercut up close, but Patterson is tied up. Johannson is warned, nods okay to Mercanti for a warning. And now there's Patterson into the crouch, shooting the left, missing. Johannson, and they exchange left hands and tie each other up, and there's more clinching in this fight, and we've already gone longer than we did in the last one a year ago. It's round 4, about a minute into the round. Patterson comes in with the left, tied up by Johannson. Johannson with the right hand poised, but hasn't been able to get a good shot at it, except once in round 2, and Patterson stood up to it, although he rocked. 2 left jabs to the eye, thrown by the champion. Patterson misses a wild left, and Johannson, in his awkward defensive style, backing up, ties up the ex-champion. Now at long range in mid-ring. Patterson shoots the left jab, but misses, comes in with a hard left to the body. The combination's by the ex-champion again, and a punch is a little bit below the belt, and Mercanti warns him to keep him up. Patterson hit below the belt. Johannson didn't seem disturbed. Here's Johannson blocking with a glove, throwing a right, sort of half strength that time. He pawed with the right hand. Takes the left on the eye, backing away, almost rocking over to get away from Patterson's combinations, which are brought to the fore here tonight again. In close now, they're jabbing away, and then a hard right to the cheek. Angers Johannson as Patterson clips him in close. And Johannson moving counterclockwise now. Throws a hard right, backs away from a wild right that half puts him into the rope. Johannson takes the left to the body and ties up Patterson. And the crowd sensing that the championship may come back to the USA the way Patterson's going. Johannson with that sneer now as Patterson moves in with a left to the body and a left to the head in the combination, and Johannson ducks the second punch. 2 minutes into round number 4. At long range, Patterson crouches, straightens up, misses a wild right cross. As Johannson, moving those fists constantly, shoots the left jab out. Johannson with a right in front of his chin, blocks a left hand thrown by the ex-champion. Patterson tied up now, and they're in close, just pawing away at each other, and that's when Patterson lashed out the last time. There's an uppercut that misses by Patterson. Johannson hits him twice on the ear. They're right along the ropes above us. And Patterson clips a hard right to the ear. He's doing well in close, and angered Johannson on the last exchange. All right, Ingvar backing away, takes left the body, and with those arms in front of him like claws, blocks the punches. Patterson misses a right, lands a left, takes a right to the head. Thrown by the champion. Johannson with a light left, taken on the nose by Patterson, a left to the jaw, and a right in close by Johannson this time, but not doing any damage whatever. All right, Patterson backing away. Now Patterson into the crouch with his back to his own corner. 10 seconds left in the 4th round. Patterson throws 2 light lefts and then a hard left to the nose. Johannson ties him up, his hit up behind the ear with a right hand. Hits Patterson with a right hand, and then ducks. And they tie each other up at the bell. They talk to each other at the end of the round, the end of round 4.
Well, they've got the ice pack. Just took it off under Ingo's left eye. Round 5 coming up.
All right, a championship may hang in the balance here. Patterson has outclassed Johannson unofficially. Here's Patterson, 2 lefts and another long left, pushes Johannson into the ropes. Ingmar comes off the ropes trying to figure out the Patterson style. A right thrown by Patterson on the cheek. And Johannson takes the left to the body, backing up. Patterson, the aggressor again. And he's hurting Johannson in close, the left to the nose by Patterson, tied up by Johannson. It's Johannson on defense, Patterson on offense. Patterson backed away from a right uppercut that missed, throws a left to the left ear, right ear of Johannson, misses a wild right hook as Johannson was backing away, and that had dynamite message on it. Patterson with a left to the eye as Johannson was backing away. Now the champion from Sweden moves in with a light left jab, takes the left to the body, backs into the rope. The left jab of Johannson not disturbing Patterson one whit. A left to the chin, and Johannson goes on his back. Johannson getting up on his knee. The champion on one knee taking the count of 5. 6. He's on one knee. Seems to have his senses. Look, 5. 6. He's on one knee. Seems to have his senses. Looking over Patterson. 9. He's bleeding now on the right lip. Johannson went down, and the championship may be going now. Patterson moves into the left and the right. A right to the chin. Patterson hits Johannson, knocks him into the rope. Patterson with the left and the right. Johannson fighting to stay up on his feet. Patterson hits him to the right. Johannson trying to stay alive. Is hit twice in the back of the neck. Ties up Patterson against the rope. The place is bedlam. It's Floyd Patterson close to getting his crown back. A left to the chin. Turns Johannson around and hits him to the right. Johannson is the man who doesn't know where he is tonight. All right, Patterson moving in. Patterson dodges a wild right, takes the left to the body. Patterson with Johansson's right having no punch whatever. Johannson looks like a man sleepwalking. Patterson comes in with the left to the body. Johannson takes the right. Johannson the left to the body. Patterson up the chin, and Johannson flat on his back. It's all over, I believe. His eyes are closed. He's flat on his back from the left hook. 5, 6, 7. We have a brand new champion. 9, 10. It's all over. It's all over. Floyd Patterson has knocked him unconscious. The fight is over as Floyd Patterson lifts his toes up in the air by his handler. By a terrific left hook that exploded. And the champion from Goldberg, Cleveland, is the champion no longer. Floyd Patterson has justified history. He is the first man in the history of boxing to win back the heavyweight championship. 8 men before him tried and failed. And Johannson is still flat on his back, completely out cold, hit with one of the most vicious left hooks I have ever seen. And we don't have the bedlam that we had last year.
You did it just like you told me in the dressing room before the fight. You left hooked him to death, didn't you?
The doctor...
Come on, say something, Floyd. He's all right. Floyd, face it. Floyd.
A long way from
Floyd.
the crossing line, baby.
All right, men. All right. If you will. Floyd, will you fellas give us just a second? Floyd, turn around this way. All right, for the ring announcement. The ring announcement.
Television. Nobody ever did it before. Yeah, I tell you. Nobody.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ring announcement. We don't know if you can hear it. The first champion ever to recapture the crown. And they're going crazy here. Floyd, we must have Floyd Patterson. Now, Floyd, 8 men tried before. Nobody ever did it. You told me at Newtown, Connecticut, you'd know in the first round whether or not you'd knock him out. Did you know?
Well, Howie, I'm not going to kid. I did feel that I had a great chance of knocking him out after the first round. But he caught me with a very good right hand. And I tried to play coy. I tried to make like I was seriously hurt so he can follow up, but he never did.
Floyd, I know you were worried about Ingo. Lifting him up now, and he does not seem seriously hurt.
You mind if I go over and...
I will let you go over, Floyd. In just a minute, if you'll give me just another minute, Floyd. When do you have a rematch coming up under the contract, Floyd?
In 90 days.
In 90 days.
Yeah.
Do you feel that it will be much the same story then, that you've learned how to fight Ingemar?
Well, Howie, I can't say. I sure hope so.
You wouldn't boast about it.
No.
The Ring McCarthy Jack announcer is talking to us about the photographers. One final question, Floyd. When you hit Ingo, that first hard left hook that felled him, did you know then that a knockout was sure?
No, I never take for granted of anything. I knew that my possibilities were greater than they were before I got in the ring when I fought him with the left hook.
Do you feel the extra weight helped you a great deal?
I'm punching much harder, yes.
And do you feel that your different style of training this time was much of the story, that you weren't stale?
Yes.
Floyd, from Great Britain, you've been on radio and television there. Our congratulations to you from your listeners and viewers in Britain.
Thank you.
All right, Floyd Patterson moving away from us now, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to try to get to Ingemar Johannson. Now he's on his feet.
Floyd Patterson, the greatest one that ever lived.
All right, let's go over to Ingemar. Eddie, It won't be possible, Eddie, to talk with Ingemar on microphone.
I don't know. Ask the doctor.
This is Edwin Allquist, ladies and gentlemen, the business advisor to Ingemar Johannson as Floyd goes over to see how Ingo is. Eddie, you knew it was going to be a very tough bout. Were you shocked by what happened?
I said it all the time. It will be a tough fight. Shocked. Anything can happen in boxing, as we say. So Ingmar gets clipped and he has a chance.
Well, you're a philosopher about it, Eddie. Do you feel that next time this will go for a change of style on Ingo's part, the way Floyd changed his tactics for this one?
I don't believe in changing this style.
You still feel that he can beat Patterson in a return match?
That's hard to say, but I think it will be a tougher fight yet. If he had beaten him once, he probably could beat him another time. But this was a hard knockout.
A hard knockout. How is the boy? Have you had any report on him yet? I don't want to go over and bother.
Our Swedish doctor said he'll be all right, he said. I asked him. He'll be our doctor.
Eddie, do you think we could talk to him for just a moment?
I don't think so, no.
As our viewers can see over our heads, but as our listeners can, Ingemar Johannson is not yet back in the corner of the ring. He is sitting surrounded by his Swedish and American trainers, Whitey Bimstein. We will try and talk to Whitey Bimstein. Whitey, I hate to bother you now. We've told we've got a minute left here up in the ring. Whitey, is there anything you can say on Ingo's behalf at this moment?
No, I pulled away, got hit with a punch, pulling away.
Well, do you feel a change of tactics will be called for in the return bout?
Well, 1-1, they can go again. I don't know. I got to stay here and watch this thing.
Okay, how does the boy seem to you, Whitey?
He's all right now.
Okay. We will not bother Ingemar Johannson, as you can see, and as we will tell our listeners, finally he has arisen to his feet. He's looking around, stunned, almost unbelieving at what happened to him. That's the story from ringside, or from the ring, back to Les Kiter at ringside.
All right, Howard, and pandemonium has begun to reign as the new champion, or once again champion, has left the ring. Johannson is still in the ring, and let us get the facts on the record. The kid who was born in New York, on the streets of New York, the first man to win back the heavyweight title. Now we pause briefly.
You're in tune with Color Radio in Billings, KBMY 1240 on your dial. Our time 10 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock, 53 degrees of temperature at the KBMY studios.
Johannson, the defeated champion from Gothenburg, Sweden, who ran into two of the most beautiful left hooks you've ever seen. The last one was the cleanest knockout as seen in a heavyweight championship fight since the heyday of Joe Louis and Rocky Marciano. The left hook put Johannson flat on his back, and he literally bounced. And it took over 10 minutes before they could bring him around. Now he's in his corner, and many of his friends trying to get to him, many of his fans, and Ingemar will soon be leaving. But the story here tonight is Floyd Patterson, the boy who was knocked out in less than 3 rounds last time. And now for those of you who may have been overexcited when it happened or who didn't hear it clearly, we're now going to play back a tape. But we invite you to stay tuned for that. We'll be coming up shortly. Right now, we pause briefly. And now, so you can hear the dramatic excitement again, here is the dramatic tape.
Round 5 coming up.
All right, a championship may hang in the balance here. Patterson has outclassed Johannson unofficially. Here's Patterson, 2 lefts and another long left, pushes Johannson into the rope. Ingemar comes off the ropes trying to figure out the Patterson style. A right thrown by Patterson on the cheek. And Johannson takes the left to the body, backing up. Patterson, the aggressor again. And he's hurting Johannson in close, the left to the nose by Patterson, tied up by Johannson. It's Johannson on defense, Patterson on offense. Patterson backed away from a right uppercut that missed, throws the left to the right ear of Johannson. This is a wild right hook as Johannson was backing away, and that had dynamite message on it. Patterson with a left to the eye as Johannson was backing away. Now the champion from Sweden moves in with a light left jab, takes the left to the body, back into the rope. The left jab of Johannson not disturbing Patterson. One with a left to the chin, and Johannson goes on his back. Johannson getting up on his knee. The champion on one knee, taking a count of 5. 6. He's on one knee, seems to have his senses, looking up at Patterson. 9. He's bleeding now on the right lip. Johannson went down, and the championship may be going now. Patterson moves in with the left and the right. A right to the chin. Patterson hits Johannson, knocks him trying to stay alive. It's hit twice in the back of the neck. Ties up Patterson against the ropes. The place is bedlam. It's Floyd Patterson close to getting his crown back. A left to the chin. Turns Johannson around and hits him to the right. Johannson is the man who doesn't know where he is tonight. All right, Patterson moving in. Patterson dodges a wild right, takes a left to the body. Patterson with Johansson's right having no punch whatever. Johannson looks like a man sleepwalking. Patterson comes in with a left to the body. Johansson takes a right. Johannson a left to the body. Patterson left to chin, and Johansson flat on his back. It's all over, I believe. His eyes are closed. He's flat on his back from the left hook. 5, 6, 7. We have a brand new champion. 9, 10. It's all over. It's all over. Floyd Patterson has knocked him unconscious.
Yes.
In just a moment or two, we're going to have the great privilege of talking to and letting you listen to the unbeaten former heavyweight champion of the world, Rocky Marciano, sitting here with us at ringside. Right now, we pause briefly. Originally Floyd Patterson. And sitting with us is a fellow who shared the excitement at ringside with many, many thousands of others, Rocky Marciano. More need not be said. Rocky, the first question I'm sure they want to hear come out of you is, what did you think of the left hook that Floyd hit him with that last time?
It was a beauty. He threw many, many good left hooks tonight, some to the body, most to the head. I thought he fought a perfect fight, and I'm glad I predicted that he would win the fight.
Rock, after the fourth round, were you beginning to wonder, or did you feel pretty confident from the Patterson standpoint?
I really, against the puncher, you're never sure. I thought Ingemar, if he could hit him squarely, solidly, could hurt him, and the fight then takes on a different pattern. But Floyd sure had his wits about him tonight. He fought a perfect fight. Everybody here said his left hook was never better.
Rock, a year ago we said that Johannson, of course, is the man of the hour. 7 knockdowns, but let's not forget Patterson, who was so courageous in getting up. Tonight, it's the reverse. We've talked of Patterson, his left hook. He's a great champion and certainly the first ever to do what he's done. Let's not forget Johannson. Don't you think in the second round that Patterson was hurt with that one right hand that really landed on the mark?
Yes, he did get hurt. In fact, it hit him squarely, and it stunned him. He bowed his head, and it's a good thing that he stayed underneath the right-hand punches after that.
Rock, we want to thank you for talking to all of us tonight and wish you continued success in your out-of-the-ring endeavors, and we'll always remember one of the great champions of all time.
Thank you, Les, very much.
Mr. Rocky Marciano. And now we pause briefly.